Bruh. And there is of course the other thing, which is the element of like uncharted territory as well, where when you're at the top level of a speed game, you're doing stuff that people haven't done before. Like you're reaching new levels of expertise that people haven't reached before, trying new things that people haven't tried before. Whereas when it comes to learning an instrument, you're most of the time just doing something thousands of other people have already done. Obviously, once you get good enough at learning an instrument, you can start to... I mean, even before you get really good, I imagine you could do this, but... At some point, when you learn an instrument, you can start to do things in a unique fashion. But it's not quite so easy to do that, I don't think. We do be loving learning on crack, indeed. This stream is sponsored by your local crack house.
Good training, boys. That's nothing compared to the challenges that lie ahead.
Then no problem. We got the moves, eh, Jack? We'd love to stay and chat, Big Green, but we're, itching to get on with our adventures.
Fine, fine. Adventure away, then. And while you're out adventuring, why don't you make yourself useful? My darn green eco-collectors are clogged up again. Head out to the far side of the beach and clear them out, why don't you? Follow the lamps. They'll take you right there.
What are the orb items you are collecting? Okay, so I'm going to assume that you're not too familiar with this game then. I know you said you didn't know about speedrunning this game, but I didn't know whether you'd played this game casually before. So in this game, we have power cells, which is the thing in the middle, top middle. So I have 4 of them right now. Have you played Super Mario 64? Because I can use that as an analogy, just to speed up the process. You have? Okay, so the things in the top middle are power cells. They're basically like the stars in Super Mario 64. Okay, that was annoying. The orbs are like a currency. I don't know that there really is a currency in Super Mario 64 where you can buy power cells or buy stars. So there's not really a great equivalent there. But all you need to know is that these orbs, which is the number in the top right, you can use those to buy power cells. That's pretty much their entire use, is to buy power cells off of NPCs in the game. But damn it. And then the number in the bottom left is scout flies, and those are basically like red coins in Super Mario 64, where if you is it 8? If you collect 8 of them, you get a star. It might be not be that. I don't know if that is a thing in Super Mario 64, but it's. I know in like later Mario games they gave you stars for doing that. That kind of thing. But yeah, there's 7 of them in every level of the game. And if you collect all 7, you get a power cell. So it's basically all just methods of getting power cells or stars. And in this category, I need to get 20 as fast as I can. In order to get through Fire Canyon. That's the first like star door of the game. I think is it 16 stars in Super Mario 64 to open like the first door? I've never actually played the game. Everything I know about the game is from what I know about speedrunning it, which is not a whole lot, admittedly. But yeah, it's the first time you actually have to have a required number of power cells is 20. So that's why I'm grabbing 20 as fast as I can. And then once we grab 20, we just blitz the rest of the game. We don't even go to any of the levels really. We just run through it doing skips. So we skip the 45 power cell requirement and we skip the 72 power cell requirement. And we finish the game with like, let me think, 21, 22, 23, I think 24 power cells is what we finish with. I did it again. I keep splitting that for some reason. I see you need to have a cutscene when you're grabbing one, but your first one was without a cutscene. Yeah, so the very first power cell we grab, you can do a cutscene skip for. There's not a massive amount of cutscenes that you can do cutscene skips for in this. But there are a few. That's the only one you'll see though, in this category. God damn it. That sucks. Not the greatest run I've ever done, that's for sure. Guess you need to be really high to do it. Interestingly, the reason why you have to get up high is... God damn it. Is, if you bring the camera up high like that, and you make the camera go through a specific, like, region, it deloads the ground. It doesn't make, like, you fall through the ground, but it, like, deloads the textures of the ground, but it also deloads the power cell, and also the cutscene. So what you basically do is I believe you basically like grab the power cell as you're deloading everything. And so it basically doesn't play the cutscene. It's something like that. It might be in a different order, but that's the general gist of things. It's not the only place you can do that exact trick as well. But it's not necessarily about height. In that case it is about height, but in other cases it's literally just about having your camera in the right position. In the other two instances I can think of where you do something exactly the same as that, it's nothing to do with height, it's all about positioning. Or horizontal positioning. Yeah, what's up Rubik's? Thanks to Geo. But yeah, the reason I'm collecting the orbs is because the fastest way to get 20 power cells includes buying 2 of them. You can buy them for... You can technically buy them for 90 orbs each, but you have to talk to NPCs who talk for ages. But you can also buy power cells from these things called oracles. You can buy 2 of them per section of the game. And they cost 120 each, so I'm going for 240. And I'm going to buy 2 of them. This is also supposed to be a boss fight, but it's a pretty pathetic boss fight. It's obviously a lot harder for a casual, but even then I don't think it's a very difficult boss fight. Interesting though. Now there are a lot more than 20 available power cells in in the first areas of the game. It's just we are picking up the 20 fastest ones. Yeah, exactly as Apop said. So, I'm talking to this guy for 2 power cells.
Wait, one of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me 120 precursor orbs.
Has anyone run this on open goal yet? Yes.
For your gift
There is an open goal leaderboard.
is yours.
Yeah, there are the route is like a lot different on open goal. Well, okay, I don't know if anyone has run this category on open goal, but they've done no OTS runs. I know that for sure. I don't actually know if any, and there's people have done 100% runs as well, but I don't actually know if anyone's run this yet. Damn it. This run's very average, or not even average. Pretty garbage, but I'll take it all the way. Why not? Or as far as I can, anyway.
Great! You have the 20 cells
But the no LTS route is quite different on open goal, yeah, because of all the cutscene skips.
So try to keep her cool. Flying over open lava will definitely heat you up fast. Hit 500 degrees and
not necessarily in a good way either, because one of the changes is that we have to do the moles in basin. We have to herd the lightning moles in basin in no LTS on open goal, and that's usually a runner's nightmare whenever they do 100% runs. So people generally are not a fan of that, but it is optimal. So you know, if you're going for a top time, the current accepted route does that, so you got to do it. Yeah, so that was just Fire Canyon. So we needed those 20 power cells in order to be let through Fire Canyon normally. But now for the rest of the game, we are just using skips to bypass everything. Right now I'm collecting health for a trick later in the run. Because this game's a bit weird. Whenever you respawn, you don't spawn with full health. You technically spawn with 3 out of 4 health. So if you collect health, you can get up to 4 health. But if you ever die or save and load, you'll be back to 3 health. Oh, there would definitely be route changes, Proxy, because The reason why we talk to the Oracle, even though his power cells cost 30 orbs extra each, the reason we talk to him is because he's fast. But in open goal, people would just talk to the civilians, the NPCs. Finally. It was not a very quick lava walk, but that was a lava walk. So that would also mean that, yeah, we don't collect 240 anymore in no FCS. We would collect 190 instead, which would be nice because it would make the orb route a little bit less tight. Because getting 240 in the way we do makes it quite precise, the orb route. What's up, Naomi? And Chris Jilly. Imagine being ahead and doing lava walk. Yeah, it couldn't be me. Oh, I have no idea for an asteroid, to be honest. I might still stream for another bit, like hour or so, I really don't know. But I could end in like 10 minutes. That did not deserve to work, but it did. Split. Oh well. Missed my fucking foot pedal as usual. It's like as the run gets more and more serious, I just like kick my foot pedal away. Thanks for stopping by, Asteroid. I appreciate it. So what I just did there is called LTS. It's the biggest skip in this whole game. And basically allows you to skip collecting 72 power cells. Without it, the game would be half an hour longer. Like, that's how much time it saves, pretty much. It's called Lava Tube Skip, not because we skip Lava Tube, but because it's a skip that happens in Lava Tube, I guess. You skip like the first section of Lava Tube. Or at least you skip doing it on the zoomer anyway. Well, not every game has a skip like this, but yeah, quite a few of them do. Okay. That was kind of sus. That was a Citadel skip, which skips the entire level by simply watching a cutscene and then dying. You didn't see the cutscene because I skipped the cutscene, but yeah. The cutscene gives you the wrong checkpoint. It was a mistake on the dev's part. So now this is the final boss. Right there, that's what we call a one frame, which involves when you use one of these jump pads, if you press circle exactly 15 frames after you press X to use the jump pads, Jak does this spin in the air, and it lowers the height of the jump, but it also does something else, which is a bit more complicated to explain. I failed it there, so you see it just looks like a normal jump. Whereas the last one I was spinning around like a maniac. Yeah, and they save a couple of seconds each time you pull one off. And that's the most important one. That one saves like 4 seconds, so I'm glad I got that one. 2 out of 3 is good. That was a good final boss. I think I actually did just PB, because my PB had a really bad endgame, so this might actually be a PB. I forget the timings on this, but yeah, cool. It's not the greatest PB in the world, but it is actually a PB though, I think. What? Oh. I'm an idiot. Okay, that was a PB. I just, I forgot I didn't split the top of Citadel. So, that's such an anticlimax. Hang on, 23:19.4 is my time. Ignore this timer still running. Damn, that's pretty cool. I'm actually so happy that PB'd because, thanks to I still can't fucking say your name, but thanks to you, I had so much to talk about, and I got to explain so much of the run, and it PB'd. That was like the perfect run. As in, not that the run's not improvable by a long way, but like, it was a run with great commentary. I love that. Unfortunately though, because I didn't PB in air quotes, because I didn't split in time, I have to go back and edit my splits for it to show a PB, which is annoying. And it also means I can't do my usual thing, which is to analyze the run. we can't analyze the run because I shouldn't have reset the timer. But now I can't look at the run because it doesn't exist, which is unfortunate. But I can fix that later. Anyway, thanks to GG's guys. Damn. Only took us one lava walk today to pull it off though. That's what I like to see. I hate wasting lava walks. I mean, as does everybody, but you love to see a PB from the one lava walk we get today.